Hello. I'm going to share my aha moment this evening. I think my aha moment is more of an awakening in doTERRA than an aha moment. Before finding doTERRA, I was in and out of doctor's offices and in and out of the hospital from a very painful autoimmune disease and the side effects to prescription medications. But I would go to the doctor's office and all of my vitals were good, so my doctor would tell me that I was perfectly healthy even though I was in a lot of pain. So I went from having pain throughout my body to swelling in my feet to blood clots in my lung to no platelets in my blood. I had about 9 to 10 transfusions of platelets. Each one of them have about 10,000 donors, and each one of them costs about $10,000. And I had about 9 or 10 different transfusions. After the first transfusion, my body rejected, and I ended up in the hospital in an induced sleep coma for 3 days until my body was able to handle the transfusion and the pain in my head would subside. And again, all of these side effects that I had were because of all of the prescription medications that I was taking for my autoimmune disease. So they told me that I would need to be on my prescriptions for the rest of my life, and they had to figure out how to get me on those prescriptions and how to get my body to accept them. So they got me back on my medications, and one of them was a weekly chemotherapy treatment. It was a low-dose chemotherapy treatment that I would take on Sundays. And generally, I would take it on Sundays because by the weekend I would be having pain again. So I would take it Sunday so I could get through the work week. And I would just live with the pain on Saturday and Sunday. And then Dot Ensley, my aunt, introduced me to doTERRA. And we had been dabbling a little bit before that, but I had never done the lifelong vitality. So I started doing the LLVs. And when DDR Prime came out, I started taking that the month it came out. I liked the sound of what it was supposed to do, and I thought my body could probably use that. And then I was also doing frankincense under the tongue twice a day. And I remember I did it for about 5 or 6 months. I can't remember. I wish I'd have actually written it all down. But I would start to notice that I wouldn't feel that pain on Friday. And pretty soon I would notice I wouldn't start feeling pain until about Saturday. And as the weeks went by, then I noticed I was forgetting to take my weekly treatment because I wasn't feeling that pain on Sunday. And then I really started to push the envelope. And I thought, I wonder how long I can go. So then pretty soon I would wait and I would do it on Tuesday. Then it was Wednesday. And then I went back to the doctor. And long story short, I've been completely off of my pharmaceuticals. I was taking 4 or 5 different pharmaceuticals, and I am now pharmaceutical free for 4 years. And I wanted to tell my doctor what I was doing, but he didn't really want to hear about what I was doing that was natural and what I was doing with doTERRA. He just said, you know where I am when you need me. And I know where he's at, and I haven't needed him. And so I guess my aha moment is more of an awakening. It's my body just wasn't accepting all of the pharmaceuticals. It was rejecting them, and there was a reason. It wasn't agreeing with me, but once I started doing doTERRA and the lifelong vitality and the DDR Prime, and my body started functioning correctly, then I wasn't having all of the pain and, of course, no side effects. So, and I'm still doing my lifelong vitality, and I've been taking my DDR Prime ever since I started it, and I love it. I couldn't live without it, and ever since then, I've got tons of other testimonials in ways that I've used doTERRA. The one really sad thing is that I have a really good insurance plan at work, and I have really good sick days, and I haven't taken a sick day in 4 years. So it's kind of sad. So I have a buildup of sick days that I can't use. But it's great because I donate those to other people that need them. I would never be able to give up my doTERRA. I love my doTERRA, and it keeps me in a very happy place. So that's my aha moment. That's my awakening in doTERRA. Thanks for listening.